morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Chad with CD Shave, and that's right, I said good morning. Today we are doing a morning shave. We're going to do a head shave this morning, and because I'm pretty excited, I got a soap review to do. Today we are reviewing Uncle John's Laguna Biru. Laguna Biru. Excuse me, Laguna Biru. I'm not really sure how to say that. Biru, I think, might be the case. Anyway, so Uncle John's. I'm pretty excited. It's my first Uncle John's soap, and I'm waiting to give this a shot. It was just released on June 5th of 2017. It comes in a 4-ounce or a 2-ounce size. $16 for the 4-ounce container at unclejohnssoap.com. He describes it as an island getaway. It's got notes of sandalwood, jasmine, bergamot, and he says that it all brings visions of a white sandy beach in Bali. Never been to Bali. So, a little bit about Uncle John's, owned by John Connolly, if I said that correctly. If I didn't, sorry. Established in 2011. He's been doing it about 6 years out of Berlin, Maryland. Maryland. Maryland's a nice state. If any of you have ever been there or have not been there, check it out. Beautiful, beautiful area. He wanted to make soap that's all natural and can be used for just about anything. And that's what he did with this. This is for shaving, and I've got it here. It's blooming right here, rocking and rolling, just about ready to go. And we're going to give this a shot. Today, I'm using the Razor Rock German 37 slant bar with an Astra SP blade on its third use. And for the lathering, we're going to be going with the Game Changer knot in the Whip Dog handle. Alright, so today is National Strawberry Rhubarb Pie Day, ladies and gentlemen. So, if you haven't had any, get some. Good stuff. I probably won't get a chance to do that because I will be busy. So, anyway, having said that, we're going to get this shave going on here. Let's going to start by taking out the bloom water and throwing that on my head. And then, that's what it looks like, fresh out like that. I'm going to give this a smell here. I was talking to John about this scent, and he had said, I think he had said he thought it smelled kind of like a pina colada, but I don't get that out of it. It's nice. I have more floral scents to it, but it does, but it's got a hint of smokiness to it. So it doesn't, it's not feminine by any means. It smells good, actually. It smells to me like the inside of a flower, but it's, like I said, it's got a hint of smokiness to it, so it's not all feminine. That bloom water is pretty slick, I'll tell you that. So, obviously we're going to be judging performance here, and because I've never used Uncle John's, so I'm pretty excited. And this is a brand new soap from him, so we're going to give this a shot. I do like this. I actually do. It reminds me of another scent that I wasn't crazy about, but he added a bit of smokiness to it. Always get our Allen block here. He added a bit of smokiness to it, which it makes the difference. It does. So we're going to go ahead and get this loaded up here. See, he's got that couple of, about a 3/4 inch, maybe an inch worth of room in there to load your brush with. I like that. I see some vendor artisans don't do that. They fill it right to the top. I get that too. They're trying to give you as much soap as they possibly can. I understand that. Others, they don't, for the reason of just to make it easier to load your brush. So there are advantages and disadvantages doing either one. But I like the room on the top of it. So So we're going to go with about a 30-second load here. This is actually a really nice summer scent. This is good because today it's supposed to be in the mid-70s, sunny. Yeah, yeah. All right. So as you can see, this loads up pretty well. We get that pastiness going on there. Loaded up pretty good. The bristles are sticking together. They're not stuck, but this should be good. So we're going to go ahead and I probably could have used a little bit more soap, honestly, but this is fine. Actually, yeah, now that I'm lathering this, I'm getting less of that floral scent I was telling you about. It's more of a, not cologne-y scent, but almost like a clean scent. It does, I don't want to say that it reminds me of an island getaway, because it doesn't, but it's pleasant, to say the least. I like this quite a bit. I do get a somewhat, just a hint of like tropical out of it, which to me is perfect because I'm not huge on fruit type scents or food scents in general. But this is and it's light. It's not on the scent scale. It's not from 1 to 10, 10 being the heaviest. We're talking about a 5, which is perfect for like the summer. I've noticed I'm a heavy scent guy, and I've noticed that during the summer that doesn't always work. And this is actually not bad. I like this because I'm going to be going to work in a little bit here, and I don't want to be walking in smelling like really like anything. So I mean, you just get like a hint of it. So. All right, let's get this shave underway here. First pass always with the grain. So far, I do recommend this soap based on the scent. Obviously, we're still working on the performance aspect of it. Packaging, the container's nice. Give you a nice amount of soap. I think 16 is pretty reasonable. It's about average price you're gonna pay. I don't know if his stuff is available on Amazon. I haven't looked. I just went directly to the website after talking to him. He does have some YouTube videos that I've watched that are pretty informative. I actually like them quite a bit. So if you guys get a chance, you go on there and check it out. Look him up. I think he's on YouTube as Uncle John's, though. He's not on as his name. Or Uncle John, I think it is. Performance-wise, slickness is definitely there. I mean, razor seems to be cutting nicely. I mean, I'll know better when I rinse off, but ease of loaded pretty easy to me. I think I had, was it like a 30-second load right there? I didn't have any issues there at all. I bloomed it. It seems to be kind of not a hard soap, but it's not one of those soaps, in my opinion, that you don't have to bloom. Like, you can just go right into it. I don't know. Some people do that. They go right into it, and they say that blooming's not necessary. I don't necessarily agree. There are only a few soaps I've run into that you do not have to bloom, or that you shouldn't bloom at all. Katie's Bubbles is one of them. This one is not. You should bloom it, in my opinion. and I'm not knocking the soap for that. It's not a bad thing at all. It just is. You know, some soaps are made in certain consistencies. It's not really about, in my opinion, it's about the consistency of the soap. If it's a harder soap, you're going to want to bloom it, in my opinion. If it's not, then don't. But slickness, I mean, or ease of lathering rather, getting into that was nothing. It didn't take long at all. I mean, you saw me putting it on my head. It pretty much just puffed right up. So I've got no complaints there at all. Yeah. All right. First pass taken care of. Let's rinse this off and see how we did here. I'm getting another smell off of this. I can't quite pin it. Brings back something from when I was a kid. But anyway, yeah, wow, the residual slickness, which as I've recently learned is quite important. Yeah, that's definitely there. It's definitely there. It's a great first pass. I'm very happy with this. So we're going to show you guys how easy or not easy it lathers up for that second one, and then we'll do the second next couple passes off camera. So here we go. Good about that. You can see what's left in the brush there. Yeah, as you can see, it loads right up, or lathers right up here. It's a tad dry, just a tad. Yeah, there we go. Just add a little bit of water to that. Yeah, I do like this scent actually. He offers it in a splash too, I believe, but I didn't grab that. I really don't know what I was thinking. I should have, but I didn't. All right, so we're gonna go into a cross grain pass. We're gonna do them both, and then I'll be right back with the thoughts on how that's going. All right, thank you very much for joining me. Okay, we are back. The shave is completed. I did my 2 cross grains. Well, I did a with the grain, 2 cross grains against the grain, and a cleanup pass. Yeah, folks, 5 passes, but I go light pressure. I do use good technique, and my skin takes that just fine. I do the same thing on my face. So I rinsed off with some T.N. Dickinson's Witch Hazel for the post. Cleaned up my brush. Now I tossed the blade. So every time I change the blade out, I soak this in some barbicide or alcohol, rubbing alcohol, and the blade just kind of let it sit in there for a few minutes. And that's so we're going to be using right here, Aqua Velva. This stuff is awesome. It smells really, really good, and it works well. Just use this for some post-shave balm. So all in all, I definitely recommend this soap. I do. I was thinking about it, and it really makes me that something that was just hit me, and I couldn't think of the scent. It reminds me when I was younger. We had a pool growing up, and my parents would make us wash with this yellow soap afterwards because of the chlorine. That's what this smells like. Not in a bad way. It was just, it had something in it, and specifically, I don't know what it was, but it really reminds me of summer. So, yeah, I mean, this is for me, it's a perfect summer scent. It's right on. And that combined with the slight floral scent to it, and then the smokiness, I think it's a perfect man's summer scent. It totally is, and it's nice and light. So if you want to wear it like somewhere where you don't want to be smelling like you're going out on a date or something, then yeah, then that's something this is something you can use. So one thing I did neglect to mention, I just wanted to bring it up. The ingredients for the soap are on the back. Now my camera doesn't focus all that well on this type of stuff, so I'll just give it a quick read. It's got coconut oil. Oh, it is tallow based. I forgot to mention that earlier too. Tallow based, shea butter, castor oil, stearic acid, glycerin, fragrance. And again, it's available at unclejohnsoap.com. So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the shave. Thank you guys very much for joining me. If you guys have any questions, comments below, the place to put it. Or any comments for that matter at all. Good, bad, or indifferent. I'd love to hear from you, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can on that. And also, I was looking at my YouTube stats this morning, and looks like I'm just about ready to break 100 subscribers, guys. So we do that. We got a special video for you. We're going to be doing a giveaway, so be on the watch for that. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Get you on board so you'll know exactly, or if you hit that little bell, you'll get a notification, and you'll know when we go ahead and do that. So again, thank you guys very much for joining me. If you guys shave today, have a great shave. Enjoy the rest of the day, and I will see you guys next video.